What down? Blue 80.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I got it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Ready? 734. Hey,
check Mike, 47.
Hey, Charlie. Get down. Get the
Carr going to throw.
You ain't going nowhere.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Get down. 180.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Now. 180.
Check.
Hey, we're good. 185.
Operating from the gun. Carr got him in. It's Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check out.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's go. No. Watch twin. Watch the twin.
On 3rd down, Nickerson on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready. Time to end it. Watch by 4. Let's get it together. Safe. That's it.
On 1st down, Nickerson stepping up. He's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no play. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw his car. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Carr to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nice move at the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on 1st down, Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 26, check 26. Back.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
54 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. 54. Watch 54.
To throw on 3rd down. Nickerson. The open man is Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Nickerson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. 93.
Throwing again. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there in that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
54. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch hands, yeah. Let's go, let's go. 22, check.
A final shot before break. Nickerson, he'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check 4, check 4! Check.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check, check. Lucky.
This is Murray. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 25.
Murray. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Let's get there. Right there. 54, right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nickerson. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A 34-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Under 10.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Running with Kamara. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On third down, here's Kamara. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 31, Carr throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Carr now to throw, and he'll find Moreau here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 3 down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They run. It's Kamara. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
Man open left side is Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. The point after is good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the safety creep.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Again, it's Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. To throw on 3rd down, Nickerson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw again on second down. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Carr to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Again, it's Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they